Okay. Um, Good evening. So, I I don't know what's going on with my camera. But I'm sure you guys can live without my beautiful presence. Um, so, um, I've been suggested something very, very interesting, very, very interesting. This thing called the Linguistics Olympiad. So I've heard a bit about it. Um, in the past, because obviously I went to a secondary school that was quite eager to involve children in, multiple different Olympiads. I myself was involved in a lot of different maths Olympiads, which, if you know me, you won't be shocked to know. Um, did a couple of physics Olympiads, stuff like that, but I never really went for linguistics Olympiads. And that's because I was under the impression that you had to have linguistic understanding um, to do well in the linguistics Olympiad, which I don't think was an unfair assumption for a child to make. But I recently got reminded of it by my friend, who suggested that it might be a good idea to look at, and that it would be something that, maybe I'd be okay at. So I'm curious about it. I'm very curious about it. And I thought I might have a look at some sample questions, some sample problems. I'm probably just going to go through the easy ones today, because obviously I don't have a huge amount of time, or I don't want to take up a huge amount of time, especially because I don't know how hard intermediate or hard ones will be. Looking at it, I'm very scared because I've heard of Inuktitut, I've heard of Kazakh, obviously, I've heard of Basque, but I don't think I've heard of Guarani. Guarani. I've heard of Turkey Pona. Where have I heard of Turkey Pona? Is it one of those ones where where have I heard of Turkey Pona from? Well, I'm going to keep that open to research later. Okay. Um. All right. All right. All right. Let's run it. I've also got this whiteboard open, as you can see. Just for the sake of, if I want to write some stuff down. Um. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll get to it, I suppose. Um. I have no idea how hard these are going to be. I haven't looked at them yet. I intended to look at them earlier today, but I didn't end up going to see my friend Noah um, because I was very confused what I was going to be doing in the evening. I thought that I was going to watch a film, and then I didn't watch a film. And I thought that I was, and then I decided I was going to go climbing. Then texted him, and he said, "Oh, I can come and see you, but I'm not going to go climbing tonight." And I was like, "Okay, I'm about ready to go." And then like all of my other friends from climbing started pouring in, and I was like, "Well, guess I'm staying climbing. Sorry, Noah." But hey, it means that you guys get to experience my first interaction with this whole problem set, I guess. All right. Okay. There are names of some countries in South America written in the Georgian language together with their translations to English. So, do I have to pair? No, I don't have to pair these up because obviously this is Peru. Obviously, it's four letters. Um, I presume that it's just going to be like a romanization. Like this will mean Peru, and this will mean Peru. That or will spell Peru, and this will be like Uruguay. And this, I guess, is uh Br Brasilia. I guess, yeah, Brasilia, which makes sense because most South American countries call it that. Most places call it that, to my understanding. Hispanic places? I don't know. As I said, I'm not very good with linguistics. There are names of some countries in South America written in the Georgian language together with their translations in English. Yep. Okay, all right. So this just seems like sort of basic recognizing characters in a script. Okay, so this little um oh goodness me. There we go. Okay. This little sign looks like it's a U. Not looks like as in that's a U there, that's a U there, that's a U there. Seems pretty that's not a U, but it's a different type of U. Uruguay. It feels like this one's more of a W U. Um So yeah, I think that that's still okay to assume that that's sort of a Peru. Well, I didn't even read the question to you. Sorry. What are the names in English of the two untranslated countries? Okay. Um, okay, cool. So that's a U. Brasilia. So this is an A, it looks like, just because we can tell. God, sorry, I really haven't done this very much. A. Um, because we've got Ia and Brasilia. You can also see that from Uruguay. Um, does that mean that's a Y, like an E? That's an E sound, I guess. When I write down the sound, I'm gonna write down the phonetic sound, I think. No, I'll just write it as a Y. I think that's fine. Brasilia. You can kind of tell I'll do E slash E, I guess, like in sort of Greek, I kind of think. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. So do we think, oh goodness me. Okay, so that's not how you scroll, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's not how you scroll. You just move down. Oh, no, no, no. I probably should have. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So we've got these going on here. Um, Now, I don't know if I necessarily need that much because, okay, what I'm thinking is, are these all South American countries? If so, I know the 12 South American countries and three of them have already been used, so it could just be like not those nine South American countries. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it looks like the other one's eight. Okay, do I know any countries that are nine and eight? Um, Argentina and Colombia. Venezuela. Venezuela's nine, isn't it? But what I'm thinking from Argentina is obviously this A. So let's have a look. This is an A. This is an A as well. I'm liking it. This is an E sound. Yeah. I'm not disliking this as Argentina. Not disliking this as Argentina. Um, I've just realized I might need to open up the solutions panel as well. Um, Hang on, let me quickly do that. I don't want to cheat. Let's see. More. Sorry, should have thought about that. Okay, sorry. What are the names in English? So I'm liking this as Argentina. It's probably worth checking. I mean, this is an R as well, and this is an R then obviously because Brasilia. Uruguay. I like this as an R. Excuse me, sorry. So this is ARG, I guess this would be. Is there any that Paraguay RG? Oh, that's interesting. The soft G and the hard G, if that's what you call them. Yeah, G and J, both have the same character. That's honestly kind of surprising for a different language script, which seems vaguely more complex given the whole triple M thing going on here and the M thing going on here and the different M going on here. Um, So yeah, okay, sure. Uruguay, Argentina. Okay, I like that being Argentina. Let's see. Let me just write down. Oh, I'll just write Arg just to spare you. Um, okay, what about this one? Um, so this also ends in ia because it's got the same thing here. So ia. Um, and what was this again? This was an sound, wasn't it? Like an oo. Yeah, that's it. That's a U. That's a U sound. Um, I realize I haven't drawn that fully properly. It should be like a little curve up as well. Um, okay. I mean, okay. So I said it could be Venezuela or Colombia, and obviously because of the ER sound at the end, it seems like it would be Colombia. But it could also be the fact that it's like a weird romanization or a weird translation of, I don't know, Ecuador, Ecuadoria, which is not enough letters or not the right number of letters, but you get what I mean. Um, Yeah. Can I any C's in there? No. Any O sounds? No. No. What was this one? What was this one? Brazil. That's an L. So that's an L. 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 Yeah, that feels like it's going to be Colombia, which is so weird to me that like in the exact same way that they had the same G for soft and hard, they've got an and U, um like the elongated U and the short stop U are both the same. Okay, well I'm gonna put Argentina and Colombia. Um Cole. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, it literally says it. Oops, I promise I didn't see that. I didn't realize it would just be on the first page. Sorry. But yes, it's Argentina and Colombia. Perfect. Okay. Let's not scroll. Okay, perfect. Um, let's get rid of all of you. Is this just okay, perfect. It's gonna erase all the lines. That's amazing. I love this thing. I'm gonna use this more often. Um, Let me know if there's anything you want me to explain, I guess, because then I can use a whiteboard to explain stuff. Oh my days. Okay, let's run this. This looks a lot more complicated. I don't know how these are supposedly the same level. Um, okay, consider these phrases in ancient Greek in a Roman-based transcription and these unordered English translations. Oh no. Hoton hion doulos. Why did I try and I started trying to say that in Japanese like hontoni. Hoton hion doulos. Forgive all of the butcherings that I'm inevitably going to do throughout this entire um episode video. Dumbass. Okay. So the first thing that I want to think of is the frequency of the words. So there's two these in each of the things. I don't think that that's super important. I don't think there's necessarily a word. I mean, there probably is a word. I mean, ho is probably the um the something of something is what you would think it would be. Um sub um Objects. No, that's not that's a stupid sentence structure because it's not a sentence, is it? It's obviously it's an incomplete it's a phrase, it's an incomplete sentence structure because it doesn't have a verb. So I don't know why I'm trying to do object verb analysis on it. Um okay, yeah, so frequency analysis. So let's think donkey. D-O. And I should probably get a mouse. Um Don, how many times does donkey appear? One, two, two. Okay, master. How many times does that appear? One, two, three, four. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, sorry. And it could be plural because donkeys is pluralized and donkey. So these are all counting plurals. Brothers, are these all? I should probably write down all of the different words so that I can know what I'm looking for. Brothers. One, two. And they're both plural. That's good to know. Merchant. Merchant is one, two, three, two. Did I miscount masters? I feel like I might have miscounted masters. One, two, three. No, okay, I haven't. Okay, silly me. I just thought that I'd miscounted this one. Okay, merchants, donkeys is counted sons. Son. Um, son. One, two. Ah. Lots of twos going on here, which is not conducive to success. Oh, I should have said match the ancient Greek phrase to the corresponding English translation. Um, son. And then is it just slave? Slave and house. Okay, slave, I think has two as well. Slave of the Sons and Masters of the Slaves and House of the Brothers. I've done Brothers. House is also two. Okay, well, there's an obvious starting point here, which is Masters. What appears four times? Um, I should probably zoom out just a tad. Not that much, not that much. Oh, no, definitely not that much. Oh my days. Goodness me, this is sensitive. Move. Drag that over. Oh my days, that is so sensitive. Okay, well, hopefully you guys can still see that. Um, okay. Let's carry on. So, we want to find masters, I suppose. Okay. I think we can ignore all four of these. Oh, although it's interesting to note. Oh, okay, yeah, there's more to go off here than I would have initially thought or stupidly didn't think about earlier. You can notice the plurality, or the plural form of, the hoi or ho. So ho to, hoi to is kind of throwing me off a little bit. Um, like, are these both? Does hoi indicate? Oh, you can have hoton as well and hoiton. So what I'm thinking is singular subject, singular object, for example. Or well, this feels like it would be plural object, and this feels like it would be singular subject. But you get what I'm saying. Like one of them indicates the numeracy. No, not numeracy. The the number, the amount of the plurality. I don't know. Um, of the subject, and one of them dictates the plurality of the object. Um, so that's probably worth counting as well. Um, there's one, two, three, four hoys, and one, two, three, four, five tons. Okay, perfect. So we should be able to pair this up. One, two, three, four. There's four singulars in the I guess this is the subject, I guess, and this is the object. Yeah, I guess. Um, I mean, I might all of the words I'm using might be totally wrong. And then this is wait, what am I counting again? What am I counting again? There's oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so we can split. So this is going to be singular. This will be ho. Or sorry, this will be a ho the, and this will be a ho the. I think one, two, three. Yeah. And then one, two, three, four, five. Perfect. Yeah, that fits perfectly. So there are so ho is singular subject. Sing sub. And two is sing obj. Oh, Um, God, I really need to get a mouse. This must be so annoying to hear. Um, okay, okay. That is, I also haven't crossed my T's, crossed my T's or dotted my I's, or J's. Okay, cool, 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 cool. So we can work with this. We can work with this. So what's one of the ones? The donkey of the master will be ho too, I think. That makes sense then, because it's a singular subject and a singular object, and there's only there's the master of the house. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay, I should probably use this master thing then of which word is master because which one appears four times. Doulos, doulos. No, it's not doulos. Kidioi. One, two, three. Killua is master. Okay, perfect. Um, that doesn't strictly help me just yet. Is there one that's Hoiton and Hoiton? This is difficult. What I'm now trying to think is how am I going to be able to differentiate this? Which ones don't have masters in them? Sons of the Masters, Donkey of the. Okay, so you've got Brothers of the Merchant, Merchant of the Donkeys, Slave of the Sons, and House of the Brothers. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Um, hmm, just trying to think how you start it because um, so either Oiku is house or Onos is house. Okay, okay. Where else can we see Oikos? Or Onos actually. Let's look at Onos first. Emperoi. So what's Emperoi? Oh my days. Emperu Adelphoi, and then Adelphoi is Adelphon Oikos. And Oikos is Oikus Kyrios. Just I don't want to use guesswork because that feels like bifurcation. But it feels like Oiku will be um it feels like Adelphos or Adelphon or Adelphoi or whatever will be sons, just based off of the word Adelphoi. Just for some reason, I don't really know why that's screaming to me sons. Um, okay, let's think about this. Hoton, Hoton, Hoiton, Hoiton, Hoi2. Hoi2 is the only one that is plural then singular. Perfect. Okay. So I want singular subject, Hoi2. Sorry, plural subject, the brothers of the merchant. Oh, Adelphoi might be brothers then. Um, and Emperor would be merchant, would make sense, I guess. Um, okay, so three is definitely B, I think. Three equals B. Can get that out of the way. Um, just because the Hoi2 means that, right? Okay, so the brothers of the merchant. Is there a merchant of the masters or the brothers of the masters or the it's the master of the house, the donkey of the master, the merchants of the donkeys? Okay, okay. Is there the brothers of the donkeys of the brothers? Okay, so the merchant of the donkeys, and there's the donkeys of the masters in there. Yeah, there's donkey of the master, which will be a ho two or ho two. It'll be five or six. Um, yeah. Um, as opposed to the master of the house. Yep, 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 yep. It would be useful to be able to figure out which one is the whether this is the whether this is the subject or the object. Um, master of the house, donkey of the master. Oh, you can do that, obviously. Obviously you can do that. Because both of these have Kiryu in them, and this is Kyrios. Yeah, one has Kiryu, one has Kyrios. Those both mean master then, um, which means that this one is. Oh, you can't do that. What am I chatting? What am I absolutely chatting? Sorry, totally ignore me. Adelphon Oikos, Hoton, Hoton, Adelphon Oikos. Because what have I just looked at? Emperor Adelphoi, Hoi2. I mean, this feels like it's plural as well, right? Plural, plural, singular, singular, plural, singular, I'm just stupid. every time there's a ton indicating a plural version of the subject of the object, this also has an on it. Um, which to me indicates then that this is also the this is the object and this is the subject. Um, okay, okay. Um, let's just roll with that, shall we? Um, so this is the object, this is the subject. Object, subject. Something of the master. The donkey of the master. So five is A. Hmm. Um, six is H. This is really fun. Um, okay. So now we know OIQ is house, and we know onos is donkey. So the merchants of the donkeys is four. So four equals C. Um, okay. Um, Oikos is the house. So the house of the brothers. Yeah, so seven is G. Oh, I was wondering if it was going to be a derangement. Guess it's not. Derangement, if you don't know, is just all like one will like none of these go to their corresponding ones. You can't draw just a straight line horizontally to each of them when you're pairing them up. They all get switched to a letter that doesn't correspond to their number. Um, okay, what else have I got? So I've got to do one, two, and eight. Eight, Kidion is masters again. Of the masters, something of the masters. Um, which could, which is just D. It's just necessarily D. So eight is D. Perfect. One equals something, and two equals something. Um, one could either equal E or F. So E and F are left. Um, something of the masters, I think I said. This is, oh no, hang on, I've done that wrong. I think I've done that wrong. Eight isn't D. No, yeah, eight isn't D. Silly me. Um, the reason why eight isn't D is because, or the reason why I thought eight was D. Um, oh no, eight is D. What am I talking about? Sorry, I'm getting all wound up. Mind you, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:14 actually, pi. Um, but okay, this is the object. This is the object. This is the something. This is the something of this. Of this, this is something. So this is all inside of it. This is of the something, essentially. Um, yeah, which means that eight is D then. Eight is D. Eight is D. Which means Hioi, however you pronounce that, Hioi, um, is sun. Is sun, yeah. So this is something of the suns up here. One is something of the suns. Um, and I know that it's something of the suns plural because of the ton. And something of the suns is the slave. So that's E. One is E, and two is F. Forgive my awful handwriting. Okay, cool. And now we want to translate something. We want to translate something, don't we? I'll just write it around here. Um, so translate into ancient Greek, the houses of the merchants. So that's plural, plural. So that's hoi ton, ton, with the little accent over it, or whatever that is. Um, and you have, what is a merchant? C is the merchant. So C is number four, and that's of the merchant. So it's onon, I think, or onon. because four is of the merchant. Emperor. Emperor is brothers. Three is B. The brothers of the merchant. Hang on. Have I done something wrong here? Um, oh, hang on. The brothers, plural of the merchant. Emperor is merchant. Four is D. Four is D. Four is C. The merchants of the donkeys. So four is the merchants of the donkeys. Yeah, okay, sorry. It's not Onon. It is Emperoi. Emporoi. God, forgive my quote unquote handwriting. Um, so yeah, of the merchants. And then the houses, what's a house? No, what's the houses? Sorry. Do I have houses plural? No, but I have house. Which is oiku. Well, I can see that Kiryu goes to Kirioi. So I would guess that oiku goes to oikoi. Is there any way I can confirm that extra, like more so? Um, oh, it ends in oi. Oh, it ends in the same thing. Okay, I'm messing with oikoi. I'm just gonna write oikoi, just based off of like noticing those patterns. Okay, well that's that one. The donkeys of the slave. So that is um, God, the something. So this is gonna be plural. So this will be hoi, and then this will be hoi too, because it's a singular slave. What is a slave? Look at E. E is one of the slave. What am I doing? I'm doing something wrong. I must have done something wrong. The slave of the sons. I need this. I need the word slave. I need the word slave. It's doulos, isn't it? It's doulos. Why is this taking me so long? Two is F. It's doulos. It is doulos, yes. My brain is just being fried right now. Doulos. Forgive the handwriting again. Um, doulos because slave is singular. Yeah. And then donkeys, plural. Look to C. C is C is four. Onon. But it won't be Onon. It'll be Onoi, I think. I think it'll be Onoi. Okay. So I think one is E, two is F, three is B, four is C, five is A, six is H, seven is G, eight is D. And I think that the houses of the merchants translates to hoiton emperoi oikoi, and the donkeys of the slave translates to hoitu doulos onoi or onoi. Let's have a look, shall we? Um, whoa, what the heck? 1E, 2F, 3B, 4C, 5A, 6H, 7G, 8D. Holy heck. Hoiton, emperon, oikoi. Oh, it's emperon, not emperoi. Yeah, I should have been able to figure that out. That was embarrassing. Hoi toi dulu onoi. Okay, yeah, doulos. Yeah, that was me just being stupid, to be honest. I noticed the fact that like these correlate to the end of the verb or sorry, the end of the noun that you use. So this would be the same thing as this. I noticed that, and I think I said it, but I might not have said it so explicitly. But I did notice that. That was just me being lazy. Maybe if I actually had a sheet of paper in front of me, that would have been a bit better. All right. Oh, goodness me. Goodness. Oh, God. I've have I just disappeared it? What the heck? Oh, oh no. Oh no. Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. Oh no. God forbid. Let me draw. Fuck, what have I done? Okay, fine. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Zoom out. Very, not just so slightly, just that's good, that's good. Okay. That's okay for now. Um, okay, perfect, 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 perfect. That's currently get away from me. Hide. Hide so that I can go away now, please. Okay, that's good enough. Sorry. Um, okay, number three. Oh shit. In the Iberian Peninsula, there are several languages apart from Portuguese and Spanish, Castellan, that share the same Romanic origins, such as Catalan, Galician, Mirandese, Asturian, Leonese, and Aragonese. The list below brings a list of words in Aragonese, their plural forms, and their translation to English. Bulls, it means valley, banquet, banquets, clods, cantals, concordao, pardon me, chocolat, chunta, dexau, eclix, furfet, personash, peaks. Okay, fill in the blanks. So plural of this, I mean, realistically, the only thing I think I really have to go on for this one is this one. Um, so I would say it's concord, ow, and then just stick an S on the end. Can't really see why there would be a Z. I mean, it's basically either figure out, oh well, say basically, but there is also the ES. Oh no, sorry, yeah, there is the ES of this. Um, Elsewise, it's kind of like, I don't really know what's so difficult about this. Kind of just seems like pair them up based off of, like, Chicolat looks like it's just going to be a Z. Like, I can't really see anything that would contradict that. Um, why do I keep clicking that? Chico. Lats. Nice little Z on the end there. I never used to draw my Zs this way, but ever since coming to coming to university and doing maths, no such luck keeping my Oh, now this is the problem. This is a problem anyway. Chunta. What I'm thinking with Chunta is I'm looking at personash and I'm seeing that it's an E and then you just tack on an S at the end of it. And I can't really see anything that indicates to me why you shouldn't do that. I don't really think the English translations matter. Maybe they do. character, cicada, eclipse, unhanded, union. Not a clue, but I'm just gonna write chunters. I just don't really see what they want from you here. So I might not spend too long on this. Chunters. A clee or eclix is exactly the same as pakes, so eclixes. Promise I have better handwriting this in person. Um, Furfit would just be furfit with an S on the end. Don't see any reason to think otherwise. The T's could be, oh, sorry, with a Z on the end. Um, it could be the case, maybe, that that like this is pronounced differently, but that because I don't know how to pronounce it, I don't really have anything to go on. But this is all that I'm running with, I guess. All right. Each sentence starts with two articles. Oh no, sorry, this is the okay. Concordos, chocolates, chunters, eclairs. I just don't understand how that's difficult. It's literally okay, fine, whatever. Well, we got it, guys. So I'm not going to complain. All right, run it. Carry on. Braille. Braille is a tactile writing system based on a series of raised dots that is widely used by the blind. Do we think non-blind people often use Braille? Not asking like to be pedantic and like sarcastic, but genuinely. Do you think it's easier? Is it ever easier for a non-blind person to use Braille? Remind myself to look that up later. Oh, oh, that's annoying. I already know what the stupid AI overview is saying. Braille is a tactile writing system based on a series of raised dots that's widely used by the blind. It was invented in 1821 by Louis Braille. Interesting. To write French, but has since been adapted to many other languages. Makes sense. English, which uses the Roman alphabet just as French does, required very little adaptation, of course. But languages that do not use the Roman alphabet, such as Japanese, Korean, and Chinese, are often organized in a very different manner. Makes sense. To the right is a Japanese word written in the Tenji dot characters writing system. The large dots represent the raised bumps, the tiny dots represent empty positions. Sure, makes sense. Karaoke or karaoke, which translates to empty orchestra, if any of you care. Which, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you do. The following Tenji words represent Atari, Haiku, Katana, Kimono, Koi, and Sake. Which? You don't need to know either Japanese or Braille to figure out. You'll find that the system is highly logical. Okay, what I don't necessarily quite understand is um if it's written left to right or right to left. Because I don't because I think Japanese is written right to left, but it says you don't need to know Japanese or Braille to figure it out. I'm going to operate under the assumption that it's left to right. Okay. So what I do know, this feels like cheating, but what I do know about Japanese is that they have well I was actually yeah, like they have different characters for different syllables, basically. So ka is a character, I think, and ra is a character, and o is a character, and k is a character, for example. Um I'm gonna try and line these up, but they might not be lined up super nice. This is then this, is it? Yeah. Okay. And then this is D, 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 D. Okay, well, this is Ka, or it feels like it's going to be Ka, and this is going to be Ra. This is going to be O, and this is going to be K. So, Ka, Ra, O, K. Following Tenji words represent Atari, Haiku, Katana, Kimono, Coin, Sake. First thing I'm noticing is Sake, because it's got a K at the end. And it's also two syllables, so it looks like it's either going to be E or B. And B shares the same last part there. So this then, I think is Sa. Also, I'm going to write this down. So I think um, B equals Sake. I hope we can all see why, because these four dots are in the same positions as these four dots. This is two quote unquote syllables or two characters or two, whatever. Sa, K, Ka, Ra, O, K have they have the same they have the same last syllable, forgive me, and the same last character. Okay. Does any of this have Sa in it? No, you've got Katana. So this you want to look at just seems obvious that that's C. So C equals Katana, I think. There we go. And we can say from that we can deduce that ding 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 is ta. Na is I'm curious what they mean by highly logical. I assume it just kind of means every character is exactly the same, basically. Like you won't see two different Braille or Tenji representations of like na, depending on its position in the word, for example, if that's I imagine that's probably what they're trying to say. Um okay, now what could I do? So I've got katana and I've got sake. I want to find kimono, Atari, haiku, koi. Koi is really throwing me for a loop here. How could koi, maybe? Koi. Seems like E is just going to be koi. There's no way it's going to have three, so I'll do E as koi. But I don't really know how I can koi. Would never really consider koi to have two syllables. Um, oh my, wait, hang on, no, oh wait, no, I've screwed it. Have I already screwed it? Because then what happens with haiku? Ha-E-Q? Maybe E is its own thing. You know what, I don't dislike that actually as an idea. And I'll tell you why. This bit here. If we think of this as ko-E, then this can be ha-E-Q, right? Right? Like this E is the same as this E. So I don't think I dislike that actually. So I'm gonna write that down. I think E is koi. I think A is haiku equals haiku. I think this is ha. I think this is E. Um, I think this is ku. I also think this is ko. Perfect. Okay. Um, so what do I have now? I've got Atari, Katana. Um, no, not Katana. Atari, Kimono, and just Atari and Kimono. So they hopefully will have the same middle part because Ta. Wait, what am I talking about? Sorry. What am I talking about actually? A, B, C, and E. And then Atari should have the same middle as Katana. Katana is C, which is this one. So Atari should have, yeah, that should be okay. So This is um, this is ta, which I already have. And then this is re. So what's Atari? F is Atari. Atari. Perfect. Which means A, B, C, D equals kimono. Somehow this actually looks quite a lot like my handwriting, which I'm kind of disconcerted by. Um, okay, so I think A is haiku, B is sake, C is katana, E is koi, um, F is Atari. What are the following words? So that's a ka. This is karate. It's got to be karate. Do I have any evidence of the te? No, I don't, but what else is it going to be? So I think G is karate. Um, H is A. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what this is. I don't even know how I can figure it out. I'll tell you what I think is interesting. The left-hand side, the left-hand side seems more dedicated to vowels. A, sorry, A and E, for example. And then that would imply that this is like O or oo. Can this be like owl? No way they're saying that owl has fucking three syllables. Of course it can't be owl. Um, what's D? D is kimono, right? D was kimono. So then adding in this extra dot on the top. What? I don't dislike that being an L now because it's very close to M or Mo, I guess. Owlo, Owlu, Owulu, Ow, I. God, I must sound really weird. Um, I mean, this is obviously an A. Ah, it must be more logical than I think. There must be a deeper thing that I'm missing here. How many different possibilities are there? Um, 2 to the 6, which is 64, because there's two options for each dot. Um, yeah, there's two options for each dot. And how many different sounds are there? Well, there's the five vowels, as well as the 26 letters followed by each of the five vowels, which is 120. Is it 120? 130. So 135 sounds roughly, which is twice as many as were allowed. Um, which is throwing me for a bit of a loop. I have no idea what to do with H. Um, excuse me. Um, you'll find the system is highly logical. Okay, let's have a look, shall we? So Is this a T? No, I was curious for a second of like, oh, is the top ones to do with vowel sounds and then the bottom ones to do with consonant sounds, like vaguely, but that doesn't really work. Um, just based off of the letter I, the E, this one. I've also misdrawn the letter E, the letter I, haven't I? Yeah, it should be two, it should be a dot there and not a dot there. Um, karate. It's karate. A E I I ow owl. I want to say it's owl, but I don't like it. I also have no idea how I'm going to be able to do samurai. I mean, I've got I don't think I have moo. I don't know. I'm gonna give in on this one just because I don't really get what they want me to do. Son of a bitch. It was to do with breaking up the vowels. Um, Interesting. Oh, I didn't notice this. For some reason, I was thinking it would have to pair up with every Romanized letter, but of course it doesn't. That's fascinating. Anime. Silly Michael. Silly Michael. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, back you go. Oh my gosh, so many undos because there's so many little dots involved. It's clean now. Okay, back we go. Oh, brother. Okay. I'm gonna move over here because my laptop, I want to make sure that my laptop remains charged slash charging. Um, Lalana Chinanteg. Maybe I should call it here actually. I think I'm getting a little bit tired, hence why I got a little bit unbothered. And yeah, it's coming up on an hour. Yeah, you know what? Let's call it there. Let's call it there. Um, okay. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I found that very interesting, and I'm definitely going to do more of those. All right. Good, I guess good night, but it's kind of only good night for me. Bye.